So let's talk about NASA. I'm going to first talk about the membership requirements, okay, because it's going to be very different than Navy Federal. And then I'm also going to talk about how this pre-qualification tool is much different and go over the cards a little bit, and we'll jam this full of content and be out as soon as we can, okay? So the first thing I want to go over with you here is the membership requirements, okay? Now, NASA Federal Credit Union is going to be an open membership nationwide, okay? So you never have to go into a branch. You can do all of your banking online with NASA, right? If you scroll down to the bottom, it's going to say who's eligible under the the membership tab. And you can see all these three things you may not qualify for. But at the very bottom, if none of the above apply to you, we will provide a complimentary 1-year affiliated membership to the National Space Society, which entitles you to full NASA federal membership benefits, okay? So if you don't fit these three criteria, you can get in by joining an organization, and in this case, it's going to be the NASA Space Society. This is going to be a very common practice between all credit unions out there. If you don't qualify, they always make a way for you to qualify to benefit an organization, a nonprofit, or whatever the case is. It's a win-win for everybody. So in this situation, you don't have to be military. You don't have to work for NASA. You can be Joe Schmo from Kansas City or in Idaho or in Texas or wherever, and never step foot in a NASA building and be able to get membership through this. The first year's free, and then it could be a cost. You'd have to look into it, but you just go become a member. Now, the thing that's different about this here is this. The pre-qualification tool with Navy Federal is going to be different than the NASA one, and here's how. You can pre-qualify with NASA without even being a NASA member. Now, I don't recommend that, okay? I recommend that you can pre-qualify, but I would actually recommend you join NASA first, because once you're in the system and you pre-qualify, they're already going to see that you're having a banking relationship with them. Now, everything still applies on my Navy Federal videos. Go ahead and watch that if you want. But internal scoring matters. Relationship banking matters. So this is what I would do to increase your limits and your odds, because there's some things I'm going to drop in this video that you need to know about. Watch the entire video through, okay? One of the first things that you're going to need to know is NASA is a very conservative credit union. They are not as liberal as Navy Federal Credit Union. So relationship banking is going to be even more important than you think it is, okay? So number one, join NASA. Number two, set up direct deposit. You don't have to do your full check into NASA. You know, you can split up your check into 4 different credit unions, 5 different credit unions. You can split it up in talk to your payroll company or your human resources company or department in your job, or if you're self-employed, whatever the case is. But you want some money flowing into NASA. That's the bottom line. You want the checking account with funds coming into it, because that's going to help with data points. They want to see that you're using the account and that you're starting to build a relationship, okay? So join NASA first, fund the account first, okay? And then you can go right over to the credit cards and then go all the way down where it says check your rate, okay? Now you're going to see here, no impact to your credit score. And I'm so glad that NASA did this. A lot of people talking about the pre-qualification tool, but they're not talking about how you can increase your odds to get a better approval. And here's what I mean by that. When you do this check your rate, it's not only going to tell you if you got approved for the card, but what limit. Very similar to the Apple card with Goldman Sachs. And so the soft pull will tell you, hey, you're approved, and this is the limit that you're approved. Do you want to accept it? Once you accept it, hear me, people, once you accept it, that's when the hard pull is going to come from Experian, okay? It's going to come from Experian. And then another thing with the membership, they will check your check systems. There's no hard pull for membership from what I've been gathering on the data boards. And they will, like I said, they will check your check systems, okay? So if you're not good with check systems, you got to get that together. But once you're in the door with NASA, you can pre-qualify for any of these cards. Now, like I said, they are conservative. So you want to make sure that you're starting that banking relationship with them to increase your odds. From what I've seen on all of the board, these cards go up to $30,000. Okay, you got one of them right here that's going to be geared towards cash rewards. Okay, so it's going to be 1.5 cash back for every purchase you make. which is pretty good. Unlimited cash back, there's no cap, okay? And you can go and look at the samples and learn more and stuff. What I also love about these credit cards is there's going to be no annual fee in any of them except for the Star Trek card, okay? So you have a Star Trek card, and that's going to be like the big boy card with them, okay? Then you're also going to have your low APR card, your cashback card, and your rewards card, okay? So you're going to have 1, 2, 3 different credit cards with them, and then you're going to have the Star Trek card. Now, another thing too here is you can actually get this secured. So a shared secured card with the same benefits as the classic. So basically you can get this card right here as a shared, a secured card. So basically what that is it's going to be, you're going to put a deposit down, and that will be your credit limit for the card. That'll help you build your way into NASA. So if you have bad credit, you're actually you can see the pre-qualified tool if you want, but what I would recommend you do is go right here and get a secured credit card with them, and then go for another card 6 to 9 months later on. NASA's very conservative, people, okay? Put your data points on all of what you guys know about NASA so we can all win together. Now, I have not heard if this card unsecures. I know I'm going to get that in the comment section. I do not know. If you know, please put that in the data points below in the comment section. But you're going to have all of these different cards here that you can pre-qualify for. Let's go right over here just so you guys can see it real quick. Check your rate, okay? Basically, you fill it out. You want to fill it out as an individual or a joint, okay? Joint will obviously help you get a higher approval probably because they can hold 2 people accountable for it. Checking your rate will not affect your credit score in writing. If it checks it, it's not my fault. It's in writing, okay? So I wanted to go over those data points with you guys. Let me know what you guys think of NASA. Do you have NASA? What's been your experience? What's been your limits? What I've been gathering is these limits can go up to $30,000. And if you don't have good credit, it's not a problem. Join NASA, direct deposit, start using the account, get a secured credit card with them, use that for a while, and then go after an unsecured card. And that's how you're going to get high limit credit funding with bad credit while you rebuild your credit, people, okay? And if you have great credit, amazing. You probably get a great approval. Now, that's what I have about NASA. Go ahead and like, comment, and subscribe to this video. It means a lot to the algorithm. It helps more people see it, so more people can be helped. Do me that big favor. Also, like the video. If you like these credit union videos, so tell me if you want me to keep making these type of videos or not. And then if you want to learn about credit and you want to be in a community that is completely free, that there's no spam going on, and you want to learn about business credit, how to leverage credit, credit hacks, join the private Facebook group in the link in the description. Like I said, 3 to 4 videos a day here in fourth quarter. You don't want to miss it. Like, comment, subscribe, and I'll catch you on the next video. Salute.